we have on the one hand a program, and then we have the wish to change in this program, the wish to expand. Now, for example, even simple things, I'm finding in me the desire to let go of desires. For instance, in the spiritual work, I feel that I want to transcend some of my desires, my sexual desires, my food desires, my laziness desire tendencies, and so on and so on. And then we can say, hey, but this means that there is free choice. Now the thing is that if you don't have in your program the capacity to wish for this transcendence, or to transcend these desires, you will not be able to do it. You will not even God himself, God itself, will not be able to save you if you don't have it in your program. This is what we need to understand. If there is a genuine wish to transcend or to change, it always comes, this is the genius of the universe, it always comes with the capacity to fulfill this. So even if it takes many years, and it looks throughout the years that I'm struggling, I'm overcoming myself with my free choice, where do I find even the energy to do all that? So I have drives. The drives, by the way, might change. Program doesn't mean that we have consistently exactly the same drives. Every program has the capacity to evolve up to a certain limit. Then it finds its boundaries. Okay? An orchid can reach a certain level of beauty. It starts from a tiny state. It has the capacity. This is its final capacity. This is what orchids do. And in our program, there is also this capacity. We can so-called expand the limits, but we don't really expand limits. Because the things that we can expand are already included, you see, are already a part of what is allowed or enabled in our program. So this is one, and we need to understand that. Sometimes people say, I want to write a book, but then I don't feel the energy to write a book. And then they think, I wish I wrote this book. Now, if you have in your program writing a book, you will also have the energy to write it. Do you understand? It's going to propel you. It's going to push you. So even if the writing process is hard, there is enough energy to sustain it. And if there is none, it is simply because it is what we can say, not the divine will. It is not a part of the design. This is why condemning ourselves, judging ourselves for not being able to do certain things is ridiculous, because what does it even mean? What do we compare ourselves to? We cannot do things like who? And the second question is the universe predetermined, pre-designed, which means that we only play out a certain script, like we're all actors that were taught before incarnation our lines, and now we're just acting very well with all the identification that is required. Now, the universe is not a puppeteer show. It doesn't work in in this way that we are actually experiencing like we are just acting, like we are playing out, we are just playing the role, there is always this sense, this is a part of the genius, the sense that we are doing it all by ourselves. This is why we also get caught in this illusion, you see? The illusion of doership is because there is this sense of vast space. Like as if we can do everything, we can be everything, we have choice to change, to be ourselves, to not to be ourselves. So there is always, you will always have the feeling that you have a choice. That's how beautiful it is. There is always the feeling that it's still up to you in a way. And perhaps to a certain degree, there are some minor things that we do, but not the big things, not the essential things. We certainly don't determine our set of inclinations, tendencies, capacities, and limitations that we have absolutely no control of. Again, you can resist it with the mind. This is what the mind is actually always doing. It is refusing to accept such a reality because it wants to feel the arrogance of doing while it has no idea how to do. And there is such a great bliss of non-doing, in non-doing. When there is a realization, the mind is finally relieved. The heart is finally relieved. There is no more independence.